Hi there again, Leanne here. I'm just got a moment to myself walking through Center Parcs on holiday with my family. I just thought I'd quickly update you because I haven't uploaded for a little bit. In April, I managed to read all of the books that were on my TBR, thank goodness. I read quite a few, I think I read 6 books. You know, at this point, I don't even know if I can remember what I read. I know I read Akamath, that was one of them, and I read Full Metal Alchemist Volume 2. But yeah, I'm walking through a forest. I've just taken my little boy to a little beach area, so that was fun. So I thought I'd vlog a little bit and I'll get back to you soon. Bye bye! Hi there again, BookTube, Leanne here, and welcome back to Leanne's Library. I just thought I'd give you a mid-month update about what I've been reading, and you can see the 3 books here behind me. That's a nice little setup. I'm holding my camera, so I'm sorry about the shakiness of it. My partner is currently using all the equipment, so I'm having to have a different backdrop for now. I'm sorry if you hear any background noise. My son's on his tablet while I'm recording this. So yeah, you might hear a bit of Ryan in the background. Apologies. So to jump straight into it, the first thing I read this month was A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J Maas, and that was a reread. I really love the ACOTAR series, and I'm rereading them currently in anticipation to read A Court of Silver Flames. So I just need to read A Court of Frost and Starlight, and then I will be on that one at some point. I'm skipping June because obviously it's Pride Month and I'm going to be reading solely LGBT books that month, and I've already got the list planned. I understand that there is a few LGBT characters in ACOTAR, but they only came into it in this book. And like I say, I've got a list of books I'm very excited for Pride Month, so that'll be a video that's coming. I'm entering into a couple of readathons, which is the first thing, like the first readathons I've ever done, and I'm doing 2 of them. I'll be reading the same books for them both, mostly, but but I'm very excited to join the Discord community and get into that because that's been so exciting. Also, sorry about my throat, it's groggy still. Told you about it in my last video. I've just had a cold, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm trying to get content on here and to keep you up with what I'm reading. So I've already said a few times on my channel what A Court of Thorns and Roses and that series is about. So I'm not going to repeat myself. You can go back to previous videos if you want to know what A Court of Thorns and Roses and the series as a whole is about. But the highlights of this was that a LGBT character was introduced, more than one actually, 2 or 3 LGBT characters were introduced. I absolutely love the series, so I'm not going to like poo-poo on it, but the only downside I will say about it is that I don't feel like there's any stakes in the world. So like, you don't tend to worry about the characters very much because you tend to know that they're gonna be okay. Like, bad things happen, but I don't feel like the Sarah J Maas kind of goes through with the bad things that happen to your favourite characters. Only like side character stuff and stuff like that. Ones that you're not exactly like connected with. So that's the only thing I will say is that, because I kind of like having those stakes there so that I bond with the characters a bit better, but you don't really tend to have that in ACOTAR, so that's one of the downsides for me. So moving on, yesterday I read Mort in one sitting because it was absolutely fabulous. I had the audiobook playing so I could do other stuff while I was reading it, and I loved every moment. So Mort is a story about a guy who gets made Death's apprentice. And Death trains him in the stuff that Death does, so going and collecting souls and all that kind of stuff, all that fun stuff. And basically, Mort falls in love with a woman who is supposed to die, and he saves it, and the plot goes on from there. But as Mort is doing the job that Death normally does, it kind of turns out that Death is doing like mortal things. And I thought it was a really interesting plot point that they kind of switch
and like Mort becomes more like Death, and Death becomes a bit more human. And I really, really thought that was interesting. So I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed this book. And Death petting cats is just the most adorable thing I've ever seen. So I'm very happy with that. And I really, really enjoyed this book. And I realised that my tablet's just decided to not show the page anymore. So I need to sort that out now. So as my tablet just told me off, I suppose I'll move on because Mort was great. And so far I'm enjoying The Never Tilting World by Erin Chapeko. It's a very cool story. One side of the world is in perpetual night, the other side of the world is in perpetual sunlight. And both halves of the world are ruled by goddesses who are sisters. I've only read the first 4 chapters so far, so I can't really say too much about it. All I can say is that I'm preferring the night side of the world and the characters that have come from there, because there is a character who already has like a established or newish established relationship with somebody, and that kind of gets put into danger by the situation that the couple are put into. So that is part of why I love the night side of the world, is because the characters just straight off the bat are already more interesting to me. So hopefully I'll start liking the daytime characters more, but we will see. So that is where I am up to so far this month with my reading. So I need to finish this for the Fays and the Gays book club book of the month, so that I can watch their live show and join in some conversations on the Discord. I also need to read the 3rd volume of Full Metal Alchemist, and the last thing I need to read is Bloody Rose by Nicholas Eames, and I'm very, very excited to read both of those books. So hopefully by the end of the month I will finish all that, and I will be able to read volumes 1, 2 and 3 of Heartstopper before June starts, so that I can get volume 4 read in June as part of the readathon. So there's a little spoiler of something I'm going to read in June. So Heartstopper volume 4 is definitely coming, because I've had to hide it from myself. Like, I've literally had to put it out of sight so that it's not so in my mind. So yeah, I've had to put it away so that I can't see it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to June and to read all the LGBT books, all of the LGBT books, as many as I can. I'm very excited. I'm going to be in readathons, I'm going to be in buddy reads, and it's just so super exciting, and I cannot wait till June. June, happen already. Just be here so I can read all of these brilliant books. So that was my quick wrap up for like the midpoint of June, just to tell you where I am with things. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, TTFM. Ta-ta for now.